Wednesday, the 29th of October, 2025. Good morning, everyone. This morning's devotional is a reading from Jeremiah chapter 7, reading verses 9 through to verse 11, and they read, Will you steal and murder? Commit adultery and perjury? Burn incense to Baal and other gods you have not known? And then come and stand before me in this house, which bears my name, and say, We are safe. Safe to do all these detestable things. Has this house, which bears my name, become a den of robbers to you? But I have been watching, declares the Lord. At a very quick reading of this piece of scripture, one could be forgiven and one could be inclined to think, well, this is not for me, but for the others outside. Well, if you have this attitude, beware. The slope can be very slippery, and you may not notice the slide until it is too late. They say that the easiest way to stop sliding down a hill is to stay on top, because when you're halfway down the hill, it's difficult to stop. The question is, where are you on this hill of pride and vanity? The words that God speaks in Jeremiah chapter 7 verse 11 are used by Jesus in Mark chapter 11 verse 17, where Jesus is clearing out the temple of the money changers, and he says, My house will be called a house of prayer for all nations, but you have turned my house into a den of robbers. For me, it is important to note that there are several parallels between the people of Judah, that is from the Old Testament, and how many people today also view their churches. Just as the people of old did not make the temple part of their daily living, well, so too are we. Do you take the presence of God when you leave or go out of church, or even when you leave home? Maybe, just maybe, we are in the church for a very short period of time during the week, and that is probably on a Sunday. And then when the service is over, we pack God up into a nice little box and put him one side and say, Cheers God, I'll see you next week. And we leave him there until next week. Just as the temple was adorned with beauty, we also go to beautiful buildings and to services that are well prepared for worship. Know this, that God is wanting to meet with you. But do we ever allow God to meet with us? If not, why not? The image of the temple and the church building also carries far more importance to people these days, and it is not deemed as a place where we can go to learn about our faith or even God's ways. The image of going to church and belonging to a group can become way more important than a life changed for God. As the people of old used their temple as a place of sanctuary, well, not so much has changed today. Many still use religious affiliation as a hideout, thinking it will protect them from evil and other problems. God protects those who are his children and helps them who are his children. He helps those who choose his ways over the ways of the world. We think that we can hide behind religious affiliation and no one will see us. What we arrogantly ignore is that God sees all actions. God is watching each one of us, whether in a public place or in a private place. Hebrews chapter 4 verse 13 testifies, Nothing in all creation is hidden from God's sight. Yes, even your secret sins. Everything is uncovered and laid bare before the eyes of him to whom we must give an account. My dear friends, let us become more aware of our actions and God's presence in the world and in our lives. Ask God to join you each day, to guide your ways, your paths, and your words. Ask him to teach you his ways and learn them. They are very, very good. May the Lord be with you. May he bless you. May he cause his face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.